Good morning, family. How's everybody doing? So good to reach out to you again. Lovely to meet you all, to meet some of the new members on the team. My name is Susan Stevens. I'm the founder of Liberated Living and the creator of the Breakdown to Breakthrough program that helps people with emotional pain, burnout, and manifesting whatever you dare to desire. So today's topic is a juicy one. I wanted to say, first of all, there will be some adult language in this video. And I want to just say that I use adult language with purpose. With purpose. Because a part of the work, when it comes to healing, a part of the work around healing is to be authentic and raw and real. And it's very important for expression, self-expression, to say things in a way that your body feels it inside. Okay? So if anyone has a resistance to profanity, put your headphones on or look within yourself and ask yourself, where did that judgment come from? Okay? So I just want to start with that. So for everybody watching, were you raised by know-it-all parents? Were you raised by know-it-all parents? Hands up. Who is that in this group? Okay? Was your mother a know-it-all? Was your father a know-it-all? Were your siblings a know-it-all? Friends. Okay? I am here to tell you today that you are way fucking smarter than you think. Way smarter than you think. Okay. So I want to share a story with you. And it's a bit of a rant today because my mind has been exploding with epiphanies and awareness around know-it-all energy. So I've been working with know-it-all energy for many, many years. I was raised by, my mother is amazing, a very wise woman, but at the same time has a ton of know-it-all energy. And what is that energy? So, for example, somebody who feels they are always the expert. And I'm just going to say, first of all, if you are a know-it-all watching this video, because let me tell you, I have been there. I have been there much of my life, okay? So it's not our fault. It's not our fault. Often know-it-alls breed more know-it-alls because it's a way to prove yourself. A way to prove your worth is to know more. If you've been taught that by your know-it-all parents, it is very likely you will become a know-it-all yourself. And you will have to unlearn your know-it-allness in your life, okay? At some point. So, first of all, what are some characteristics of the know-it-all? So characteristics would be, maybe you had parents that always felt they were right and never said they were wrong. Let's repeat that. They always said they were right. They never said they were wrong. Okay, that's one. First of all, growing up with that type of energy, okay, where somebody is always right, makes the other person wrong all of the time. All of the time. It's fucking infuriating. And it's the fastest way to make your kids doubt themselves for a lifetime, to never value what they know. Just because their beliefs do not reflect your beliefs. Okay, so that's the first thing. You'll always get it with parents that never say they're sorry. Very rarely might say they're sorry. You know, it's always you're the problem, but they're never the problem, okay? That's the know-it-all energy, okay? The other thing is they always have to be the expert. They always have to be the expert. They love giving everybody else advice, but they're really obsessed with what everybody else is doing. They love giving advice, but you rarely see a know-it-all be vulnerable. And in your head, you might think, it's what we've been told, you might think that, fuck, they got it all together. But this is the lie. This is the lie. This is the lie. The know-it-all doesn't have it together. If somebody doesn't show their emotional self, okay? If somebody doesn't show their vulnerable self, it doesn't mean they have it together. It means they judge their emotional self. They judge their sad self. They judge their angry self. Okay? They judge their vulnerable self. They judge their stupid self. They really judge their stupid self. So they cannot show that side because they have to be the expert. They've been told in life, they have been sold the lie that you need to be the expert to be lovable. You need to be the expert to be worthy. It is such a fucking joke. Okay? And there is, when it comes to the know-it-all, there is a ton of judgment around anyone else that is less knowing than them. Less knowing. And it always feels when you hang around a know-it-all, I know growing up, that they're here and you're here. It's like, let me bestow my wisdom onto you. Because you be like this, you be like this, and I am like this. I know. I know. I know. I know. Would you like some advice? I got some advice. Know-it-alls love it when you're having a bad day. They love when you're having a bad day because that's another opportunity to embrace their superiority over you. You know? You are here. You are here. They're here. Okay. So some attributes of the know-it-all. So there's a lot of judgment. This is why when you hang around with a know-it-all, somebody who is always the teacher in your relationships, is always the teacher. They never let you be the teacher. You are always the student with the know-it-all. They can't see you succeed, know-it-alls, because if you succeed, you're becoming bigger than the know-it. They will try to squash you if you're succeeding. You know, so this is what it's like. The other characteristic of a know-it-all is they are totally out of touch, as I said, with anything emotional. So these people tend to be the intellectual academic types. I call them, even in terms of the 4 personalities, the colors, they're the blues. And, you know, they have an intellectual intelligence, but there's very little emotional intelligence. And if this is you, that's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's that you didn't have a parent or you didn't have anyone that was emotionally available. And so know-it-alls act like they know everything. You know, they act superior or intellectually they know. but they know very little because they have a no emotional IQ, no emotional awareness, but they will act like they're Gandhi. Even a lot of spiritual people out there, they act, and I see it all the time, these teachers, these academic people, they understand Buddhism and Zen and all this from a very academic, intellectual point of view, but have not done any of the spiritual, emotional, inner child work, none of the stuff that actually allows them to come home to themselves and meet themselves for the very first time. Actually connect to what they're truly feeling. It's as if they live the whole life from the mind. Pragmatic, logical. And it tends to be, okay, these are the people that give advice instead of comfort when you go to them. They always tell you what to do instead of just, they don't hold space for you, okay? Oh, that sounds really sad. It's the vice, the endless vice givers, okay? So this is the thing with people that are experienced. If you as a kid were one of the emotionally sensitive, empathic, highly emotional children. And a lot of times those kids get raised by know-it-alls, and they get raised by emotionally unavailable parents. And they're told, and this is, I have to rant, I have to go crazy because it's driving me nuts. They're told that they are crazy, they are emotional, they are too sensitive, they are the problem children, they're not smart, they're stupid, or they're, in my family, growing up with my mom and my dad, pretty much everybody was there was a lot of know-it-allness, and I was even I turned into a know-it-all myself, which I hated, because I hated being a know-it-all too. And it was like, if I wanted to bring up my ideas in terms of nutrition, in terms of alternative medicine, my mom was a nurse. They would say, show me the double-blind studies. I don't think so. I don't think sugar causes diabetes. Show me the double-blind studies. And I was attacked pretty much for the first 10, throughout my entire life, and I would get bullied almost because anytime I had a point of view that was different, and then it was put down, it was debated, and I felt, to be honest, I felt never supported. I felt never valued. I felt never recognized. I felt like inside, I felt like I was super smart, but I constantly doubted myself. Even to do what I'm doing today, if looking back, seemed unimaginable to just go on these videos and talk because I didn't think I had anything of worth to say. My pain in my cheeks was tremendous, and here in my throat, because I would constantly be put down. I didn't think I had a voice. I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel intelligent. I didn't feel I could write a book. I couldn't feel I could do any of these things. And I attracted all of these, you attract you attract what you know into your life. You attract what you know, what is familiar, what feels normal in your life. Same thing with dating. Okay? With dating, you attract what you know. So I would date men that were know-it-alls. I would be attracted to what I thought was the spiritual but intellectual type. Spiritual, intellectual type. And they would reject me, especially when I would start being emotional, they would reject me. And I would think, oh, I would doubt. I'd be like, fuck, what's wrong with me? What did I do? Maybe I was too intense. This is the word, because they say things like, you're crazy, you're intense. You know, growing up, I had an alcohol addiction for 14 years because I had so much anxiety, and it was around living with people like this. But I thought, no, I'm the fucked up one because I have this anxiety, and felt like the problem child, but I was the smart child. I am like way more. Do you understand? To the person that is able to show their emotions, the person that is able to be vulnerable, the person that is able to be sad, the person that is able to be angry without denying it, avoiding it, ignoring it, rejecting it, judging it, that person is powerful. That person is courageous. That person is brave. It isn't brave to ignore and repress and deny yourself. It isn't brave to pretend like everything is okay. It isn't brave to be strong and never vulnerable. It's fake, first of all. It's not real. Anyone that doesn't show their problems, it's not because they don't have problems, it's because they judge themselves. It's not me, it's you. Okay, I feel like I have to scream. I have to just take this camera and just go, ah! Okay? So this is the thing. If you feel like you're judged as a sensitive being, if you feel like you're judged with your parents, because you will attract into your life, you will attract in that energy, the know-it-all energy that makes you feel like you're this big. That makes you feel like you're this big. And trust your instinct. If you don't feel expansive being around people, it's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. If you're told that you're not as capable, or you're not, if they're like, let me educate you on this. Let me educate you on this. That's enough. I had a client, yeah, it's a friend that said that. Let me educate you on this. And if someone says that, it's a big go. Go fuck. A big this. Okay? Somebody says that to you, you say back to them, oh, please bestow your wisdom onto me. Okay? If other people doubt you, the key is do not doubt yourself. If other people doubt you, do not doubt yourself. This is very important to know. You are way smarter than you think. You are like the shamans. You are like the shamans. You are aware. You are emotionally aware. You are courageous. The people that have emotional IQ, it affects everything, because 95% of your actions come from your subconscious mind. That means you will go the distance in life. People that have just the intellectual IQ, they cannot experience life to the depths. And there's always a dark night of the soul that will come around and bring them down to ground zero. Because the one thing I know in life is everything balances itself out. You cannot think you're Mother Teresa for too long. You will be humbled. So, for anybody that is that feels like, oh, I want some of that. I want some of that self-worth. I want to feel like what I say is valuable. I want to feel like what I say is, like, I want to recognize myself. I want to value myself. I want to, not judge myself. I want to feel smart. I want to take life by the ovaries, and take my power back. Book a call. My Breakdown to Breakthrough program, this is what it's all about. This is why I made this video today, because one of my clients is just busting through these lifelong feelings of being stupid, of feeling low self-worth, of feeling ashamed. And it's like needing a teacher, always needing the teacher. And I even said to her, I am not your guru. I am not your guru. And this is the thing with the program. I'm not going to teach this program to be your guru. Hell no. You are your own guru. You are your own guru. You. The answers are inside of you. No one else. Book a breakthrough call. Let's work together. Let's see where you are and where you need to go. You're way fucking smarter than you know. Peace, love.